Welcome back, guys. Let's continue the next step. Let's have a look at the image. The next step is we are going to create the columns. Go back to Rhino file. Go to the top view. Draw a circle first. And then I use trim command to cut a hole. And then we can scale it down. Scale this one down, maybe like this. Maybe bigger. Oh, drag this down, drag this lower, delete the useless lines. I use blind surface again. If I want to use blind surface, I need to create an edge. So I use extrude curve again. And then blind surface, select first edge and the second edge. Make sure your positions of arrows and directions, they are in the same way. Press enter. And then you can, oops, let me do it again. Press enter. And then you can adjust your form by dragging this slightly. Click OK. Delete this one. The next step, we are going to create the wooden structures. Let's have a look at the image again. There are 3 layers of the wooden structure. First layer, second layer, and the third layer. Spice is here. Let's have a look. 3 layers. First layer, second layer, and the third layer. Let's go back to Rhino. Because in the last tutorial, I have showed you a simple version how to do this wooden structures. So I will do this one quicker. First, I locked this to surface, and then I draw a sphere in the polygon tools. And then go to the top view, input 0, 0, and I explode it. Go to the top view, use a real long curve, input 50, and then delete the top line, the bottom line. Cool. I group them together. Basically, this is very similar step to create the wooden structures. In the last tutorial, I will use rotate command and central of the rotation 0, 0 and negative 60 degrees. Let me fall back because I didn't click copy. So let me put negative 60 again and positive 60. Press enter. I create 3 groups of the lines. Cool. Let me create some new layers, different color, orange, bright, and blue. Go to the shaded mode, change object layer. Cool. Then I add these 2 groups to the first one. And I use project curves to the surface. Press enter. And then, can you still remember how can we put these lines into a surface? We use UV direction lines, right? Under the project curve tools. This command, create UV curves. Select surface, and then select all the lines. Press enter. We need to group these lines first. Group it because we need to drag our objects to another place. Turn on the objects, drag all of them to another place, and then I lock them again. Ungroup these lines. And then delete these lines. Explode it. Delete this one. Make a surface. Delete this one. And this one, delete it. Delete this one. I can add these lines first. Add them, and then I can delete the rest of the lines. Show them again, and then group them. Extrude curve. One. I'll do it again because I want to delete input. Where is it? Delete input. Yes. Press enter. Then there is no lines anymore. I'll group them together. Make them 3 units up because I have 2 layers more. Great. Hide these lines first and delete all the rest of the lines. Delete these lines. And I have this one. Now I do this layer. Repeat the same process. Project curve first. And then create the UV direction lines. Choose surface, select the lines, press enter. And then have this layer. Delete the curved lines. Like it. This one is in the blue layer. Change object layer. Select all of the lines, change object layer. And then extrude curve. One more unit. And group this surface and go up 2 units. And then add these lines, delete all of the rest lines. Okay, now I just need to do one more layer. Change object layer and then project curves. Press enter, and then I go to UV direction lines. I select all of the lines. And then we use UV direction tells this command create UV curves. And okay, we have already do it. Let's see. Cool. We have these 2 groups. This one. You have this first. Add this surface. Delete these lines. Group it. Extrude 1. And then let me have a look. Okay, I need to make them 1 unit down, -1. Oh, I finished my 3 layers, but they are too thick. I need to use scale 1D. We can just input it. Scale 1D and it will scale by single direction. Maybe we want it to be 0.5. Oops, I didn't select all of my layers. First layer, second layer, and the third layer. Delete this line, had it. I didn't group all of my orange layer surface. So I group them first, group it, and then select all of the surface, scale 1D again. I think the scale 1D is here, not here, here. Scale 1D. Start point, end point 0.5, and then show our surface. We can use flow along surface, right? Add these lines and delete these lines. Delete it. Oh, let's select all of the objects and select the surface. Use flow along surface. Cool. There are 3 layers of the wooden structures. Let's add the surface. And then we just need to do the last step. Offside surface into maybe 0.2 by center. Save it before you do this step, because your laptop may get crashed. Great, we finished all of the steps. Add all of the lines, delete them. Add this surface. Look, it's very cool structures. We finished all of them. Thank you for watching. This is the end of this tutorial.